This one is set in the desert in the middle of a sort of nowhere landscape. You know, before it was Broken Hill in the other three, and I think it has moved on in the Thunderdome a little bit more into a much more desert-like landscape. So it's become a bigger, epic area. So this, if we were going to look at social political sort of thing, is we kind of updated Max to look like he was an ex-security officer or personnel post-apocalyptic after, say, the Middle Eastern wars or whatever that was going on there. So in some aspects you have corporations like, you know, you have the bullet farm, you have the water factory, all that sort of stuff going on. Very similar to things like, I guess, Monsanto, DuPont and other, you know, huge corporations which, you know, et cetera, you can have a nice big argument about. But that's not what we went there for. What we did go there for is to make an epic, epic action movie and to reinvest and to transmute George Miller's vision, which has grown subsequently from, I think he initially kind of invented the road chase movie, and subsequently now has come to a period after 30 years worth of meditation to come back with full assets and like a lot of options and opportunities amongst his departments to fully transmute a vision and a world which is very epic, which has started seminally with the original Mad Maxes.
So how did you share this collaboration? I mean, the stuntman and the actor, how does it work? Because before Hollywood used to hide the stuntman, right?
Yeah, not in this one. Not in this one, not at all.
We're in the open,
well,
we're out of the closet.
You're not really supposed to know that the stunt double exists, and it's our job to make sure that you don't see the switch. So you have to match their physicality and the way they walk, the way they run, the way they fall over, the way they fight.
They being actors, right?
Yeah.
The point being is this is a massive ensemble piece. So what George wanted to create was something that was going across multiple departments, you know, both from the design aspects, but also to the driving, from motorbikes to cars, to vehicles, trucks, and then interaction with physical performers on those vehicles who could not only drive but also use those vehicles as platforms to fight or to spring off or to move around. And then he needed his actors to tell a story constantly on the move. So we had to hybrid all three things together, in which case there was no point in leaving the stuntmen in the closet. They were actively participating as much as the vehicles are characters, so are the stunts in this movie. And there would be no point in not celebrating that, because essentially that is back to the original form of making action movies, where everything you see actually happens. So there'd be no point in, although there is a respectable and a commendable sense of honor, whereby stuntmen and they don't put their hand up, they don't have Oscars, they're not celebrated, and they keep it quiet. I think in this movie we celebrate the fact that people can actually physically do the things that they do, drivers can do the things that they're doing, and they're very dangerous, and we as actors got to hybrid and create characters under George Miller's vision to transmute his story and all come together as a team. This is one of the most adventurous things I've certainly ever done. I don't know about you, I'm pretty sure it is.
No, definitely, yeah. And you're on the vehicles all day. You're pretty much like pirates. You get your sea legs because you're out there. You leave catering in the morning and you get on a vehicle and then you're there all day. So and you don't finish until the sun goes down.
And even beyond that, you know what I mean? And then you're back in again. This was like 6 months solid working out and very dangerous stuff. So you had to keep your head about you and keep sharp, because otherwise there will be injuries. You know, he's trying to tell a story in something which is actually very dangerous. And there's, you know, 85% of it, I would say, if not more, is practical. It's actually happening. So essentially, it's a huge movie for that.